strong. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today with a late review, but still a review of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So Dawn of the Planet of the Apes takes place 8 years after the events of Rise, where the human race is struggling to survive after dealing with the pandemic known as the simian flu, and then they had wars with each other as well, so the human race is suffering real hard in this movie. But on the opposite side, the apes that escaped in the first movie are thriving very well inside the forests of San Francisco. They even have their own community where they help each other out and educate the next generation. And after a few years of not seeing any humans, they are surprised to see a few human survivors inside their forest, which then leads to this growing sense of distrust and resentment on both sides, both humans and apes, which will later lead to an all-out war. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited to see this movie. Rise of the Planet of the Apes was such a surprise to everybody. We did not expect it to be that good of a movie. I mean, the CG was good, the acting was superb, especially on Andy Serkis's part. The story was compelling, and the way that it ended just made you want to know what's gonna happen next. So you can tell that we were all pretty excited. This movie had me hooked from the second it began, and it kept my attention throughout the entire movie. It was that good. The CG in the movie is quite superb. I mean, the apes looked and felt like apes. It felt genuine. There was never a moment in the film where I was like, I don't know about that guy. He doesn't look like he's moving like an ape. It doesn't feel realistic. No. Every single one of the apes, I felt like they were apes. The story was compelling and captivating from beginning to end. I couldn't take my eyes away from the screen. I was so enthralled by the story, just seeing this rising clash between apes and humans and the resentment each of them has, and just seeing how the story unfolded. I mean, it was a real treat. It was a lot of fun. Not only that, but I loved how the story gave a lot of focus to the ape society, because to be honest, that was the most intriguing and fascinating facet of this movie, and I wanted to see more of it, and they definitely delivered. We actually get to see how they interact with each other, how they teach each other, how they help each other. They felt like a genuine community, and I really got this sense of ape brotherhood, and we watch out for each other. It was so interesting and well done. The characters in the film, mostly on the ape side, were all very interesting and very well developed, and each one of them had unique relationships with each other. My favorite one was between Caesar and his son. It was very interesting to see their dynamic in the film, and how he's teaching him how to grow to be a strong ape and teach him life lessons and not to act so hastily. He felt like a genuine father to this kid. I liked it. But let's be honest here. There are two standout characters in this entire film that steal every scene that they're in. The first one being Koba, the second in command to Caesar. And my God, this ape is freaking insane and menacing. Now, I'm not going to give away what he does in the film, but he is a very interesting character. Throughout the entire film, he fascinated me so much. And I kind of understood where he was coming from, because he's been through so much in his life that he only sees things through a very pessimistic viewpoint, whereas Caesar sees it something else. So it's very interesting to see the clash between them. And again, he is so interesting. And speaking of Caesar, that brings my second standout character, which is, of course, Caesar. I never want to fuck with this guy. Like, there are just scenes where he doesn't even say anything. He just stands like this in front of his subjects, and they're all like, don't hurt me. That right there is power. But not only is he a very powerful leader, but he's also a very wise one who's looking towards the future for his society and making sure that it's maintained by not doing anything reckless, like getting into wars with the humans, which he knows they'll lose, and they'll lose countless of apes. He can't have that. He acts very intelligently and plans intelligently. And I love his leadership. His leadership is very strong, and you can understand why the apes follow him so much. Not only because he's so strong and he could probably kick all of their asses, but he's smart. he knows what he's doing and he's trying to maintain the society that they built. And it's all attributed to Andy Serkis's spectacular performance as Caesar. I mean, this is without a doubt one of his best performances he's ever given. He puts 150% in the role and he just kills it. He kills every scene. I mean, every scene. And since I'm talking about Andy Serkis's performance, the acting in the film was very solid, especially again on the ape side. The actors did a good job at conveying emotions and subtle face gestures through their motion capture work. They all did a really good job. And even some of the humans, they did a really good job. You know, Gary Oldman, Jason Clarke, Kerry Russell, they all did pretty well. And the two last things that were really good about this movie were its action scenes and its direction. I mean, the direction was solid in this film. The cinematography, I thought, was really well done. And then the action scenes, they were all intense and thrilling to watch. Now, as much as I really enjoyed this film, I had one major problem with it. It's the only problem that I had with the film, but it was so huge and monumental that I personally felt like it hurt the film as a whole. And that problem is the human characters in the film. They are very weak. The only good human character in this entire film was Jason Clarke's character, and that's only because you see him the most in the film. Other than that, he doesn't really have much development or personality given to him. Yeah, he cares a lot about the human race and he wants peace amongst apes and humans, but that's about it. There isn't a lot of focus given to most of the human characters in this film. And I understand they're trying to focus more on the ape society because it is the most interesting, and I give them props for that. It was really well handled, but I was looking for more of a balance between the two. You do show the ape society, but also show how the humans are doing, you know, how they're struggling and what they're doing to survive. That is also an interesting part of the story, and they just never gave that enough attention or focus. And it's because of that lack of focus that at the end of the day, all the human characters come off as bland and one-dimensional. And also there's this one human character that every time I saw him, he pissed me the hell off. This guy was a complete asshole and a freaking idiot. Even in the film he says, "Oh yeah, I'm the asshole. I'm the bad guy." Yes, you are, because every single scene you are in, you act so irrationally that you jeopardize the lives of the people around you. You freaking idiot. And Gary Oldman in this film, I mean, his acting wasn't bad, but his character wasn't given much to do or given much development. There was this one scene that I felt like spoke volumes, but other than that, Gary Oldman was wasted in this film. He could have done so much more. But besides that major problem that I have with the film, overall, I really enjoyed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. The acting was solid, especially from Andy Serkis. The CG was good on the apes. The action scenes were intense and thrilling, and the story was very captivating and pulled me in from the get-go. And that's why I'm going to give this film a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's one hell of a film, and if you have a chance, go check it out. It's one of the best movies of the summer, without a doubt. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you really like it? Or did you find it really boring and you really didn't care? And let me know, what is your favorite ape movie? A movie starring an ape. I couldn't think of anything better. So comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, this Tuesday, I have a new anime review coming out. And this Wednesday, new top 10 list coming out. And same old, you get the gist now. And also, next Tuesday, we're having Movie Warfare here on my channel with Agree to Disagree. So until those videos come, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Wally II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.